All right. Thank you. Y'all take care.
Thank you. That motherfucker is
Mr. Elder, you're still on.
See, that's what I'm saying. See that?
All right, go ahead and
Yep.
You can go ahead and leave now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo.
I'm right here, Your Honor.
All right, you filed a petition for modification of custody and child support.
Yes, Your Honor.
Child Xavier Key.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Xavier Key is currently living with whom?
He's living with his alleged father.
All right, please both of you raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes, Your
All right, Ms. Key, you may present your case.
Well, Xavier has been with Eric's when my mother dropped him off in 2018 due to me being homeless per juvenile court of Fulton County. He has been using that to keep me away from my son. It was a temporary custody order from 2018. He has been using that to keep me away from my son. And the reason why I want my son with me is because he's been retained since he's been over there. Eric has allowed his neighbors to regulate my son without his supervision and my approval because of some reason or another. I've been disrespected by his neighbors, and I don't even know who they are talking to my son. At this incident, and it's probably been going on, Your Honor. Okay, I have not been invited to any of my son's promotions, anything having to do with school. Basically, Eric has been zero when it comes to co-parenting, if that's what he wants to do. And as far as he's been using this temporary custody paper from Fulton County from 2018, I'm not the reason that my son is over there. My mother, I was incarcerated in DeKalb County at this time when they had the hearing, and school was about to start. To be brief on everything, school was about to start, and she separated my kids basically in DeKalb County. So that's what Eric has been basing this whole situation on, is the temporary custody that he received from Fulton County. I have petitioned Fulton County for that situation, and they said they're going to dismiss the case because he's not a resident of Eric is not a resident of Fulton County. Okay, so that's why I'm here today again to get my son home, because Eric, for one, does not want to share my child with me. I'm on the birth certificate. I bought my son home at DeKalb County. I put him up for child support when my son turned 1 year old, and they gave me child support for my son in 2011 in DeKalb County. I was the custodial parent. The non-custodial parent was him, and I was the custodial parent. So since this situation with Fulton County, this is what's been going on. I have not even picked my son up to spend any time with him from age 8. Now he just turned 14. And this is what I have to deal with Eric And this is, I have my son on my line. I have my son on my phone. He has blatantly disrespected me while I've been on conversation with my son, telling me, threatening me if I come get my son, it's gonna be a situation. All kinds of stuff with Eric. It has not been healthy for my son, basically. He's been surviving over there.
All right, thank you, Mr. Elder.
Your Honor, I know you don't know, but Ms. Key suffers from untreated mental health issues. She was diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenic. I was granted custody by the Fulton County Court for my son. She was incarcerated at the time when they granted me custody. Ms. Key doesn't have any of her kids. Her 2 daughters live with her mother, and I was given custody of my son. It's just been ongoing disrespect from Ms. Key since I've had my son. She got to fighting with my neighbor. She was arrested. She constantly disrespects my mother. She fought her mother twice. She fought her mother in the Fulton County Juvenile Court lobby, jumped on her. She fought her at her house. I mean, it's just been an ongoing situation with Ms. Key. My son, they're tired, Your Honor. They're tired of going through all. They just want their mom to get help, and she doesn't want to get any help for her issues. My son
Your Honor.
My son is doing wonderful in school now. He's AB honor roll student.
Mr. Elder, one moment. Ms. Marshall?
Yes, ma'am. We lost Miss Key. Oh, she's coming back in now. She's back, Your Honor.
Okay. You need to unmute.
Fine.
Okay, Mr. Elder, the document that you have for custody, is it from Fulton County, and what type of custody is it?
They granted me temporary custody, Your Honor.
Okay, is that Fulton County?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that in Superior Court?
It was in Fulton County Juvenile Court.
All right, and Ms. Key, did you file your modification in Fulton County Juvenile Court?
I have, Your Honor, and he dismissed it because Eric is a resident of DeKalb and not Fulton. So that's why I
Did you file it
came over to DeKalb.
Did you file it under the case number that you have in Fulton County?
Yes, I filed in Fulton County, and the judge dismissed it based on Eric. He told me I should file where Eric is a resident. So that's what I did.
Okay. And you're filing.
And I've done this.
And
I've done this plenty of time. Case, it's been back and forth, and nothing has been done about this situation, Your Honor. Okay, they've been in DeKalb County. That's where the case started. I don't know if it's a statute of limitations over there. He's had my son since 2018, going on 6 years. Okay, and in those 6 years,
you just need to stop here. Mr. Elder, your position is that Ms. Key is mentally unstable and has you said been
Yes, ma'am. It's documented in Fulton County. She had to go see a psychiatrist in Fulton County until they diagnosed what was wrong with her. And the doctor stated that she's bipolar schizophrenic.
Did they indicate that she's a danger to the child?
Well,
What?
that I don't know, but her action shows. Like when my son was in elementary school, she pops up, come out the bushes at 6:40 in the morning, grab my son by the arm. He had to snatch away from her to run home, and it's like constantly, like she just, it's ridiculous. I mean, enough is
I
enough.
can't hear him.
She won't
Can't hear
get
what he's
any,
saying.
she won't get any treatment. She won't get any help for her issue.
I can't hear what he's saying.
You're gonna have to get a different
All
mode.
of a sudden, it's messing up on everything. It wasn't.
So it doesn't matter. We're not going to proceed today anyway. I'm going to have to get a guardian ad litem involved in the case, because it sounds like Miss Key, are you asking for custody or are you asking to have some visitation?
No, ma'am. I'm asking for full custody like I had before.
Oh, okay. Yo, definitely.
I'm home. For one, Your Honor, I bought my son home in DeKalb County. Eric Elder is not even on the birth certificate, Your Honor.
Your Honor, she doesn't have anywhere to stay. She don't even have a stable home, Your Honor.
Miss Key, do you have a house?
How do you know that? We're on no contact, Your Honor. How does he know my circumstances?
Miss Key, do you have a house?
I have a place to live.
I'm sorry?
I have a place to live. I don't even live in Georgia, Your Honor. Okay.
See?
So one. How does he even know? Because how do you even know my business? Because we've been on no contact, Your Honor. We've been on a no contact since 2019. When he set me up to come over there and fight his friend, we've been on no contact for 5 years. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Because of the circumstances that have been presented to the court, the fact that you don't even live here in the state, the fact that there's a district order giving Mr. Elder the child based upon mental health, there's nothing else to do right now as a result.
He needs documents
until I have a guardian. In order to have a guardian ad litem, they'll make contact with you. You'll have to pay for a guardian ad litem so that the court will have an understanding of your current situation. You understand?
And like I said, Your Honor, this is court. This is documented in Fulton County Court. Her mother can tell you the same thing. I'm not making this up, and she knows this.
Okay. Do you understand that, Ms. Key?
This don't have to do with her. This is talking about. I hear you, Your Honor. He's bringing somebody else. Don't even have nothing to do with my case.
So, Mr. Elder, does the child have any contact with Ms. Key, like maybe even phone contact with her?
Yes, and when he talks to her, it's constantly negativity. All she talks about is worrying about what I got, what I'm doing, what I got going on. I mean, she's constantly bashing my mother. She's talking about her mother. It's never nothing positive when it comes to her on the phone with my son.
And how old is your son?
He's 14.
Okay, 14. Okay. So what we'll do is we will put a guardian ad litem in place so that I can understand the background of the case, because we need to get these records from Fulton County and I can understand the background information. We'll also interview the 14-year-old once we get the guardian ad litem in place. The guardian ad litem will have the opportunity to do that. But because we have this mental health issue and also concerns about Ms. Key's living arrangements, those things will have to be fleshed out. But in order to get in a guardian ad litem, Ms. Key, that guardian ad litem is going to have to charge, because that guardian ad litem has to come where you are. Where are you currently living? What? You need to unmute. You need to unmute, Ms. Key. You need to unmute.
I've been having problems. Can I disclose that? Because I've been having problems with Eric stalking me, even though we have another check. I want to disclose that under.
I need to know the state that you're in, Ms. Key.
I will, but can I disclose that with you in private? Because I don't want him continue.
To know the state. That's not where you live.
I'm in Florida, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you currently work?
Yes, I do.
How much do you make monthly?
Monthly, I make like from roughly 25.
Okay. So to get a guardian ad litem in place, I don't know if a guardian ad litem in the CAB volunteer foundation will be able to provide you one without you having to pay. But particularly because you're in Florida, that might cause either greater issue. You might have to pay out of pocket. Do you understand that?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right. All right. So for now, I'm going to reschedule it so that we can put a guardian ad litem in place.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And any fees related to the guardian ad litem, Ms. Key, you'll be responsible for, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
If you do not make those guardian ad litem fees, then there's nothing further the court is going to do, and I'm going to close the file. Do you understand that?
I understand.
All right. Thank you. Y'all take care.
Mhm.
Thank
you. That motherfucker is stupid.
Mr. Elder, you're still on.
See, that's what I'm saying. See that?
All right. Go ahead and
Yep.
you can go ahead and leave now. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.